Hello everyone, welcome back again to this channel. Thank you so much for being with me. You guys really need to go and get your popcorns and get ready, because I'm going to be telling you guys everything that happened in court today, 18 July 2025. You guys need to hear what happened. Now, I'll show you guys Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's entrance in court. Like, it was lively. People were respecting him, calling him Oyendu, calling him Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, like saying our leader. They were just praising him in court today as he arrived. I want you guys to just watch the video of when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrived in court, and I'll be right back. Just watch this video, guys.
Prince. Can't see the face, so.
Take care. You're okay. I do police and
Oyendu. Your faith has been blessed. Who come?
Prince, come on, make a call.
Okay. Okay.
we get it.
You get us.
Sorry.
I love you, brother.
What about
Okay.
Say a picture of where man was.
No one.
He said the Nyaketa.
Okay.
So it's going to shock you guys about what really happened in court today. So I'm going to be breaking it down for you guys to see what really happened. Now, you guys know that people that have been waiting for this big day, 18 July 2025, so that they will know what's really happening, right? They will know they will know everything about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Now, the arrival and security swept. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu arrived calmly at the Federal High Court in Abuja around 9 a.m. Stringently, security procedures were in place, including ID checks and was body search. Strict attendance limitation. Judge James Omotosho limited attendance to just 10 defensive side individuals. 8 senior advocate of Nigeria, legal heavyweights like Kanuji Agabi, Onyenchi Ikpeazu, Paul Erokoro, and 2 close associates, that's Representative Obi Agwocha and Prince Emmanuel Kanu. Media and members of the public were again barred from coming to court. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu really arrived in high spirits, though there was a lot of limitation from the Chief Justice, that is Justice James Omotosho. He was saying that there's only going to be 10 people that is going to attend this trial, which is the Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Onyenchi Ikpeazu, Kanuji Agabi, and Paul Erokoro. Another 2 close associates, which is called Prince Emmanuel Kanu, representing Obi Agwocha. They were the only people who were in court, and the media and members of the public they were again buried. Now, no case submission phase initiated. With the prosecution case officially closed, the defense formally filed their no case submission, arguing that the prosecution hadn't established a prime facie case to warrant a full trial. Now, the ongoing justification and the admissibility concerns. The defense raised recurring objections on justification, highlighting the Kenya's court ruling about Kanu's allegedly illegal redemption, and questioned the admissibility and pieces worth of evidence. Yes, they were not to. They said that the ongoing justification and the admissibility concern the defense. They raised recurring objections on justification, highlighting the Kenyan court ruling about Kanu's alleged legal redemption, and even questioned the admissibility of piece of what evidence. The prosecution poised for response. The prosecution, led by Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Adegboyaga Awomolo, signaled readiness to counter the no-case argument following the filing of written submissions. The next step are court timelines. Defense has 2 weeks to file their written no-case address. Prosecution similarly given 2 weeks to reply. Next status hearing scheduled for early August to rule on whether the trial should continue. IPOB reacts political overtones. IPOB spokesman Emma Powerful reiterated that the trial is perceived as politically motivated. He reiterated international attention on the case following the Kenyan court's recent findings and urged Nigeria's judiciary to act transparently. Sowore and others excluded. Human rights advocate and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, along with several junior defense counsel, were again left off the approved list to enter today's session. They didn't allow them to enter today's session. That is, Sowore and others, others were excluded. The human rights advocate and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore, along with several junior defense counsel, were again left off the approved list to enter today's session. Now, the no-case submission is decisive. If upheld, it could lead to Kanu's acquittal without further evidence. Ongoing debates about the justification and redemption legality, especially considering the Kenya High Court recent landmark judgment, attendance restriction, continue to fuel concerns about transparency and access to justice. Now, what's the next development in early August when the court reveals that written no case argument that is hearing will determine whether the trial procedure is stopped in its track, because they said that they're going to use August, that we should watch out for development in early August when the court reviews the written no case argument, that hearing will determine whether the trial proceeds or is stopped in its track. That is what will happen in early August. They're going to check if it's going to continue or if it's going to stop in this track. Now, many people have been saying that, they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that they don't see anything why they will hold this man active. Now, more highlights from today's court section. July 18, 2025. Witness testimonies and evidence inspection scheduled. A prior court order allows some government witnesses to testify behind screens for security. An arrangement reaffirmed today. The court also approved a visit to inspect the DSS held container where evidence like transmitters and weapon is stored. DSS testifies on smuggled radio transmitter. The court heard new testimony from a DSS operative condemning DDD, who described how Mr. Kanu allegedly imported a convent radio transmitter into Nigeria, hid it in Anambra State, and used it to incite enforcement of IPOB sit-at-home directives via the Eastern Security Network. Evidence then that video and flash drive, a video of Kanu inspecting and praising the transmitter as a game changer and a nuclear weapon for Biafra. A flash drive containing 18 related chips and 16 radio broadcasts was admitted as evidence. Newspaper article was admitted despite objections. A Vanguard publication purportedly quoting an Eastern Security Network member about collecting human heads for rights was admitted, even though defense counsel objected. The court admitted it with compliance certificate. Court inspection order. Justice Omotoshe ruled that the court would physically inspect the evidence container at the DSS facility in the presidential villa, underscoring the court's active role in scrutinizing evidence. Broader political and legal reactions. IPOB called the trial politically motivated, citing judicial and executive outreach, and urged adherence to international norms, especially after a Kenya court ruling that cast doubts on Nigerians' justification. The NSAS allegation disputed by IPOB. The defense held that linking Mr. Kanu to the 2020 NSAS protest is intellectually bankrupt. They argued the prosecution witness was invasive and that the prosecution failed to link Kanu credibly to the protest movement. Now, why does all this matters? The technical evidence phase. The court's inspection of physical evidence and use of screen testifying show how serious the judiciary is taking this trial. The transmitter's claimed significance is proven to have been imported and used. It implies direct orchestra of IPOB broadcast-based mobilization, media allegations, and legitimacy. Defense rejection of the NSAS link exposes cracks in the prosecution's narrative, possibly weakening terror-related allegation. International justification questions. With the Kenyan High Court ruling spotlighting redemption legality, Nigeria's authority to try Kanu remains under intense security. Now, what is the next step? Next step will be scheduled inspection by the Court of DSS evidence storage, defense and prosecution filing on no case submission, including response to this new evidence development, continued tension between security concerns, screen witness, and demand for open justice. For now, I want you guys to actually listen to what many people have been saying about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, both Wole Soyinka. Like, many people have been reacting to it, that why will you keep this man in detention just for no reason? Guys, I want you guys to just watch this video and I'll be right back to analyze everything that really happened in court today. Guys, just take a look at this.
Quote unquote, kidnapped. You can say intercepted as much as you want, but I think that Kanu was kidnapped, and that is wrong internationally, and it's wrong.
Carry it too far. The Nnamdi Kanu question is very dear to our people. That's why I met him and we fixed an appointment. He said, bring the leaders. I brought the leaders of Southeast. Late Chukwemeke Ezife, Mbazulika Mechi, Bishop Onoha, Godio Wazulika of Aki Kenga, he was the president, and myself. And we went and discussed. That was how these leaders were given access to Nnamdi Kanu. And I prodded him to release Nnamdi Kanu, but because it's a political solution that is needed there.
You think he failed in that regard?
Well, he didn't do it.
Before he leaving office.
But he said that it was a difficult request because the matter is in the judiciary. But if the matter is in the judiciary, there's what the Constitution have said. As president, you can go under prerogative of mercy,
yes,
and apply it. You can ask the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi.
Okay.
These are things that are right. And now the Kenyan court has said that even the repatriation is illegal. So I'm calling on President Bola Tinubu to exercise his rights as per the Constitution and solve that matter. We are leaders in the Southeast. We can guarantee him. We can take Nnamdi Kanu on guarantorship so that he can be released, so that our people will now have peace. So that when anybody is doing ESN or doing IPOB of close down on Monday, close down on court day, we would then know that that person is a bandit. That what he's doing is banditry, terrorism, or even robbery.
If you were unable to convince President Buhari, who was your close friend,
yes,
and with whom you worked for 8 years,
yes,
how do you think you'd be able to convince?
Bola Tinubu, president, is also my friend. We have come a long way. We've come a long way from AC, in fact, from 2003, when I was governor. I had known him when he was a senator.
And you're still close till this moment?
I'm friend, but I'm not a part of the government, so I don't go to Villa.
Why is that so?
No, I'm doing other things.
Well, but you still have
I just came back.
Relationship with him?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So I'm advising him that this is where my former boss failed, for reasons best known to him. You know, he's a soldier. So if this present president does that, it will have some good marks from the Southeast.
You said Nnamdi Kanu is a political detainee and that he should be released in the spirit of unity and reconciliation. Even when you know that since the time of President Buhari has been saying this matter is in court. Let the judges, let the courts decide.
But you know, I know the Kanu has been there for so long. He's been to several courts on several occasions. They can't even agree on what to do. And between me and you, Dr. Abati, you're a lawyer. Justice delayed is justice denied. This man has been taken to various courts. They don't even know which charges to give him anymore. This man was abducted out of this country. The manner of abduction was in itself illegal. It's a shame. It's a shame that this country will be involved in a thing like that. But they did it. Okay, now you took that gentleman to court and he's been there for years. If you want to take him through justice, dispense justice with him, and then that's it. If you're going to jail him, jail him. If you're not going to jail him, let him go. What's the point of just keeping somebody there? And all of us Nigerians should be ashamed that we are being linked to this. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that this is what we've turned this country to be. A Nigerian, a citizen, and you treat him like this in his own country. It's a shame. All progressive Nigerians should stand up and say this should stop. This shenanigans should stop. How long should we continue with this? If this man has committed any offense, sentence him. That's it. But if he hasn't, let him go. What is happening is wrong. It's wrong. To any right-thinking person, it is wrong. And Afenifere will continue to fight for whoever in such a position. That's what we are known for. We are for. We'll fight against any injustice from wherever it is coming from. We'll fight against it. And Nnamdi Kanu is just there. We've been doing this. We've been doing this for years. We know it. It's a template. I don't want to start repeating over and over what we do. A fellow of mine, one of my friends came on the television and talked about Shugaba to you. I was personally involved. I was the special advisor to Lagos State Governor then when this matter happened. And I was the person going around all over putting things together for Shugaba before it was finally released. He was not a member of our party. No. Well, look, we won't let this happen. And exactly what is happening now. We stood up for Dele. We stood up for him. Dele is àjànà òkú kọjá olórí nǹkan fìrí tó bá rí ní kó sọ. That's Dele Farutimi. Àjànà òkú kọjá olórí nǹkan fìrí tó bá rí ní kó sọ. Whether Dele Farutimi is in Afenifere or any party, anywhere it could be in Nigeria, is a force to be reckoned with. He's made it. There's not anybody can do about it. But we are lucky, we are grateful that he's one of us. And we will stand with him through thick and thin. You haven't seen anything. We will stand by him. We stand for anybody that runs. You want to run foul them, run short them. Then we say no. We won't accept that. That's it. So Nnamdi Kanu, we stand by him. He must be released. He must be released. Okay. And we don't want to start. Oh, for Christ's sake, stop all this. For Christ's sake, one is getting it. Please, Dr. Abati, go on.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, on the question of state police, you have sent proposals to the National Assembly.
Yes.
Have you also made attempts to approach President Tinubu or to send a formal opinion to him on the question of Nnamdi Kanu?
No, we didn't go that far. But our position on it is known. We didn't go that far. Okay. We didn't go as much as writing letters. No, we didn't.
Okay, because I just assume that it's not every communique that is published that the president will get a chance to read. Maybe you need that follow-up effort.
If he doesn't read anything about Nnamdi Kanu, then he must find something good to read.
Anyway, Your Highness, let's talk about this issue of Sharia in the Western region. Now, there are persons in some of the states that are saying, well, Sharia has been in Yoruba land since the 14th century. And in any case, it's a personal orthodoxy. It's not something that is compulsory for everybody. It's not a legal orthodoxy. So if there are some people who say, well, we want to be governed by the Sharia orthodoxy, shouldn't they be allowed? They have the freedom of choice, freedom of faith. But most Yoruba groups, a number of groups are now saying, no, there must be no Sharia in the southwest of Nigeria. I said, I finally discussed this. If not, what's your opinion?
Dr. Abati, has anybody in Southwest requested for Sharia? Because that's where to start.
Well, the story
This is
in
my
the
house.
The story is in the paper.
And then you-
That some Islamic groups
No.
in the southwest want the Sharia.
Requested for Sharia?
The story is in the papers.
Requested for Sharia. Look, some groups, notable groups in Southwest requested for Sharia.
Yes.
And look,
That's why some other groups are
we all
saying
know what is happening, Dr. Abati. Dr. Abati. Dr. Abati. We know what is happening. And 2027 is at the corner. And we know what's happening. And we're ready for it. FNFR is 72 years old. There's no political organization that is as old as FNFR in this country. So we understand the terrain. We know the terrain. We know the terrain. When you start doing these things, we know what you want to do. And we get ready for you. We're not talking about Sharia. We're talking about 2027. We know it. You cannot destabilize our home under one certain pretext and want us to stand back and watch you doing it. We will not allow it. If you intend to destabilize that, we say, no, you can't do it. You can't come to another man's home and tell him how to worship. You cannot go to another. I mean, look, there's Akwa Ibom. They do Christmas carol every year. You see them, the governors, everybody stands singing, and then you go to that place and you want to say you want to do Sharia. And you want to undo people. So they say, yes, they can do. No. They won't try. Nobody will allow it. This is our home, and this is what we do here. We are the most understanding tribe in nation. I would say nation, Nigeria. Yes, we religious tolerance is everybody pride out for it, and we are not going to let somebody derive off of that. We know what is happening in other parts of the country because of religion. We are not that part. We are not that in this part of the country, and we are not going to allow anybody to introduce it to us. We will not. It's as simple as that.
Okay, finally, Your Highness, before I let you go, is there any hope of reconciliation among the various tendencies in Afenifere, so that people who read these reports from Afenifere will not be confused? There will be greater clarity. Is there any hope that the various stakeholders would come together one day and speak with one voice?
Oh, family business. We talk every day. Yes, we talk every day. But I tell Dr. Abati, I'll let you know what is happening. There's a Machiavellian politician in Nigeria. Dr. Abati, you're a politician, I know you too. You must know. Wait a minute, Dr. Abati. There's a Machiavellian politician in Nigeria. You're either with him or you're out of the scene. You either believe in him, you either toe his line of thought, you either believe in him or you're out of the system. Well, there's always Obamewa, Igbamewa. Whatever is happening, we're there. We can understand this thing, and that's it.
Okay, before we wrap up, who is that Machiavellian politician?
Yes, right.
Who is that Machiavellian politician? If you could just reveal his
if
identity.
anybody has asked me that question, I will readily answer it. But Dr. Abati, I won't.
No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
Oh well, okay. I will describe it for him so that you can properly. If I mention names, nobody has done the registered name in Nigeria, so I will not mention name. I will do description so that you can get it better. This Machiavellian has his hands in all the political parties in Nigeria. His attempt is to decide what is happening in all these political parties, and he's doing it. We are seeing it. That is. We know it. We understand it. Where is AD now? I was the leader of AD in the House of Reps. Where is AD now? We had SDP. SDP is almost dying. Where is it now? Where is Where Park? Where is it? Where are they? This Machiavellian is roaming. He's a white elephant in the shop. It's a big white elephant. But we say this, Yoruba say this. Obamewa, Igbamewa. Nobody rules this life forever. There's always time for everything. It's only a phase and it will pass.
Okay.
We're waiting. After is one indivisible one. We talk to ourselves, we understand ourselves, and let Nigerians believe in it that we are one. That's it.
Okay, I suspect the Machiavellian politician you are referring to is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, since you linked him with the.
That's your guess. That's your guess. That's your guess.
I hope my guess is correct.
Didn't I say you're a politician? Didn't I say you're a politician?
Well, we leave the guess.
Didn't I say you're a politician?
For other people to decide.
Yeah, blowing in the air.
Yes.
And those who are not politicians will learn with time if they don't know yet.
Anyway, on that note, I'd like to thank you very much.
With you.
Yeah, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us.
So guys, you guys have listened to what these people said about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, right? You heard that interview. They're saying that you cannot just keep holding someone. If you know that, okay, you want to release this person, release him. If you know that, oh, you don't want to, why still keeping someone in detention for so long? In fact, according to claims, we've been hearing so many things that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court ruling has been postponed to October 10th, 2025 as the judge takes a vacation. Like, the first thing I'm going to say is why? Why would they postpone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case to October 10th, 2025? They know they were going for a vacation, and they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a family man. This is someone who has not seen his family for so long, for like 6 years. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not seen his family. The worst part is they keep denying him from seeing his family, and now the judge said he wants to take a vacation. Meaning that for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now to come back to court is going to be October 10, 2025. Was this what James Omotosho promised us? No. He told us that he's going to do everything and make sure that, okay, they can just conclude with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case so that he'll be free, and also anybody that wants to go on vacation can go on vacation. Now, the court is going on a vacation. In fact, the judge is the one going on the vacation, and Mazi Nnamdi will be in continuous detention until 10th October 2025. I know for me, I feel that there's something really wrong here. Yes, there's something really wrong here. These people know they don't want to release this man. They keep adjourning his case, but they have forgotten that the more they keep adjourning his case, the more. That's just one thing they don't know. The more they keep adjourning his case, the more Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is heard worldwide. Like, he is heard worldwide. Now, he came with deceptive accelerated hearing and swift conclusion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Though some of us were just following up the case, but we know he's in some weak case stage and was positioned to punish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with unending case adjournment. His accelerated hearing is not heading to 1 year. Justice deceptive accelerated hearing. You have adjourned the case to October without consideration that an innocent man will be in detention, and you with your family will go on vacation. This is terrible. Let us see if God is not going to be more, because Nigeria is a horrible country. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. They just keep they keep postponing this man's adjournment. They keep postponing court case. They just keep postponing his court case with this deceptive accelerated hearing, and there was this swift conclusion of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Though some of us were just following up. Some of us are just following up the case, but we know he is on wicked stage, and he was positioned to punish Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with unending case adjournment. Because tell me, what is this? What is this? Just unending case adjournment. They keep adjourning it. The last time they adjourned it in fact, throughout the whole of was it May? Yes, that was May. Throughout the whole of May, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was coming to court. There's enough evidence to use and release this man, right? Yes, there's enough evidence. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was coming to court. The government witnesses were coming out with their own evidence, and Nothing, like nothing. They didn't even have enough proof to show, oh, this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did. And the defense team of Kanu now decided to file a no submission case, which is telling them that he does not want which is telling them that everything that the federal government witnesses have been saying here is a lie. And the worst part of it, there was nothing like proof there. We've not seen any proof. I said that was not enough. Is that not enough evidence to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, knowing fully well that he's innocent? Now, the judge, in fact, this is not what Justice James Omotosho promised us. No, he did not promise us this thing. He told us in court that he was going to make sure that, he told the Nigerian government witness that they should be fast with whatever they are doing, so that everybody will go and rest, as well as let them release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so that even as the court is coming to an end, even as the court is closing, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will also go home and also see his family. Now, what is happening? What is happening? Justice, like, this is just justice deceptive accelerated hearing. He adjourned the case to October without consideration that, oh, an innocent man will be in detention and you with your family will go on vacation. Like, this man is innocent. You and your family is going on vacation. You guys knowing fully well that a man has been in detention for 6 years, 5 years. He hasn't seen his family or even his friends. Sometimes they even deny him, like they deny him access to even see his lawyers sometimes. Some people, they even also deny him some medical health services. This is really terrible. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. This is what terrible. This is really terrible. In fact, I don't know why they adjourned the case. Do you know why I said this? Is why I said I don't know why they adjourned the case. There was enough time for Justice Omotosho to have considered and approved Kanu's legal team no submission case. There was enough time for the whole of ending of May to July 18th. He didn't come up with anything to say. It was even today he's supposed to even approve that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was today he's supposed to approve the Kanu's defense team. There are no submission. It's today he's supposed to approve it, and all he could tell us was that he's going on a vacation, as if that was not enough. Before they came into court, let me tell you what this man did. Before the people started coming into court, he went as far as saying that, oh, that they are going to stop. In fact, there was this tight security measures. Yes, they were so tight security measures that Justice James Omotosho said that the court permits only 10 attendees for Nnamdi Kanu's trial resumption. It was somehow, because people were like, what is going on? Like, he approved only 10 people. Only 10 people to attend what? His Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court. It was a suspicious something that how can he approve only 10 people? Like, it was something that everybody was like, what is going on? This is becoming what? Suspicious. And like I told you guys, many people were expecting that, 18 July, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be free. 18 July, he's going to come out and everybody will be celebrating freedom and justice today. That's what we thought. Because we felt that the Kenya's court, because you guys know that Kenya courts came out and said that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was illegal, right? Now, we thought that the Federal High Court in Abuja, that Justice James Omotosho is also going to use this thing that the Kenya court said that the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is illegal to pass a good judgment today, which is 18 July. To be honest, we are expecting something reasonable from Justice Omotosho, because he has already seen that he already heard what the Kenya court said, that his abduction was illegal. Is that not enough? Is that not enough evidence for him to work with the Kenya court? If Kenya court can say that his abduction was illegal, what else? We're expecting for him to come out and tell us that, let us see, for him to talk about the Kenya court, for him to talk about what Kenya said. He didn't say anything about it. All he told us was that he was going on vacation and his court case has been adjourned. Like, what is really going on? What is really going on? Now I'm going to be taking you back on like what happened in his Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's former previous court case. Now, Nnamdi Kanu was set to appear in court, right, on that, which is today, July 18, 2025, at the Federal High Court in Abuja, before Justice James Omotosho. Now, the hearing will focus on what the adoption of a written address concerning a no case submission presented by Kanu's defense team, which is led by Kanu Agabi, senior advocate of Nigeria. This was what many Nigerians were expecting. I want you guys to listen carefully. Now, after the prosecution concluded this case on June 19th, 2025, they came up with this no submission case, which is coming from Kanu's lawyers. Now, they were expecting that the judge, that Justice Omotosho, was going to work with it, which is today. He was going to work with the no submission case, which is what? Today, which is 18 July 2025. The defense contends that the prosecution has not succeeded in establishing a prima facie case against Kanu, who is facing 7 counts of terrorism-related charges, to which he has entered a plea of what? Not guilty. This trial has gained considerable attention with public opinion and calls for support for what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Furthermore, the Kenyan court's decision on June 24, 2025 deemed Nnamdi Kanu's 2021 extradition from Kenya to Nigeria as unlawful, unconstitutional, and a breach of his fundamental rights, resulting in an award of 10 million Kenyan shillings, approximately 119.5 million in damages. This ruling carries significant consequences for Kanu's court appearance tomorrow, which is July 18, 2025, which is today, at the Federal High Court in Abuja, where Justice James Omotosho will oversee the adoption of written addresses related to a no-case submission in Kanu's terrorism war trial. Now, the world was so eager, to observe what is going to go on, observe if Justice James Omotosho is going to listen to what the Kenya court said and also approve the no submission case. But unfortunately, we are not seeing the opposite of it. Though. We are seeing the opposite of it. What we thought is no longer what is happening. Instead, he's telling us that he's going on a break. Instead, they're telling us that they're going on vacation. You're going on vacation, and you know that this man has not seen his family for so many years now. But you'll be comfortable going on vacation with your own family. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not even come outside, like he has not come outside to see anything. You guys deny him his family, you guys deny him his lawyers, you guys deny him his family, his friends. But still, Justice James Omotosho is telling us is going. Tell me if this thing is not worked. Tell me if this thing they don't know what they are doing. You know what they are doing. He said that he did all the whole period we've given to him for him to conclude on this case. He didn't know what to say to us in court today or what. Instead, he restricted media. Not only that, he restricted media, he told only 10 people to attend. And the only people that attended it was Erokoro Paul and Kanu Agabi, who again, just few people attended it. They stopped media from coming out, to video what was going on. What is going on? What is really going on? This is not what Justice James Omotosho promised us the last time. So tell me what's really going on in Nigeria. Now, let me bring in some comments from here. According to what people are saying, okay, this person said Nigerian government is really calling for war. Honestly, my brother, they are really calling for war. Because tell me what they want Biafrans to do again. We've brought enough evidence to them to tell them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is innocent. Justice James Omotosho has done everything. In fact, he has seen every evidence to know that the Nigerian government witnesses are lying. Even when Justice James Omotosho told them to bring evidence, they couldn't bring evidence. They couldn't just bring evidence. It was enough proof that they are lying, even from according to what the Kenya court said. That one is also another proof, another evidence to show that this man you guys are saying he's a terrorist. He's not a terrorist. He's an innocent man. Now, the second comment here says, what exactly did the Nigerian government want from Kanu and Igbo extraction? This is what, I don't know. What did they even want from Kanu? There's something to this, like I told you guys. You see this man, before they're keeping this man in detention, there's something to, you see, this thing is going to make war to happen in Nigeria. This kind of case will make war to happen in Nigeria if care is not taken. Tell me why they are postponing his court. Tell me why they keep adjourning it. Just tell me. They keep adjourning and postponing. Just tell me why the postponement is enough. They keep postponing this man's court case for so long now. I'm not even calling it a year or so. They keep postponing it. The truth is already on the table. The truth is already there. People are seeing the truth. People are talking about the truth. But still they keep postponing. Tell us if there's nothing fishy that is going on. There's something fishy. They're not making it to be like as if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not a political criminal, because that is what they're trying to, that's the information they're trying to tell us now. That he's a criminal something now. He's not a political prisoner. Eh? You keep an innocent man in detention for so long as if he's a criminal. Where is that gone? It's not. Hey, you see, I tell you guys, you see, Nigeria is a lawless country. Honestly, I won't lie for you. Nigeria is what? A lawless country. This man has been in detention for so long. The US are watching. UK is watching. Different countries. Kenya is watching. I hope maybe they're forgotten that Kenya is watching. This singular act of them will make us winning cases in another country very hard. It will make Nigerians winning cases in another country very hard because of this single act. It shows that they are telling us that, oh, Nigeria is a lawless country. That's what they are trying to tell us. By this singular act, Nigeria cannot bring, they can't know when someone is innocent. They cannot bring justice. And you'll be asking yourself, what is going on? What is going on? It is today they're supposed to accept that no submission. Okay, so why is Judge coming out to tell us that he's going on a vacation? Why so sudden? You're going on a vacation and his case is to be postponed on October 10th, 2025, which is like another God, which is like, let's say 2 months, or yes, I think 2 months. So this man will still keep being in detention. Before you know it now, from this October now, they'll be telling us, oh, his court case will not be on December. Yes, that it happens. Even now, when we come back on the October 10th, 2025, we are going to be expecting a positive result. We will not be hearing that his case has been adjourned to maybe 2026. That's what they want. Maybe they will not say that his case has been adjourned to 2026, January 2026. It's so bad. This thing that the Nigerian government is going to make what to happen in Nigeria, because indigenous people of Biafra are not going to fold their arms and watch them treat their leader like this. It's not possible. They're not going to just fold their arms and watch this thing happen. I want you guys, for people who have not really watched what Wole Soyinka said, as well as what other people are saying about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I want you guys to just watch the video and hear what they have to say about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Guys, just watch this and I'll be right back.
Quote unquote, kidnapped. You can say intercepted as much as you want, but I think that Kanu was kidnapped, and that is wrong internationally, and it's wrong.
Carried too far. The Nnamdi Kanu question is very dear to our people. That's why I met him, and we fixed an appointment. He said, bring the leaders. I brought the leaders of Southeast. Late Chukwemeke Ezife, Mbazulika Mechi, Bishop Onoha, Godio Wazulika of Aki Kenga, he was the president, and myself. And we went and discussed. That was how these leaders were given access to Nnamdi Kanu. And I prodded him to release Nnamdi Kanu, but because it's a political solution that is needed there.
You think he failed in that regard?
Well, he didn't do it,
before he leaving office.
but he said it was a difficult request because the matter is in the judiciary. But if the matter is in the judiciary, there's what the Constitution have said. As president, you can go under prerogative of mercy,
yes,
and apply it. You can ask the Attorney General to do a nolle prosequi.
Okay.
These are things that are right. And now the Kenyan court has said that even the repatriation is illegal. So I'm calling on President Bola Tinubu to exercise his rights as per the Constitution and solve that matter. We are leaders in the Southeast. We can guarantee him. We can take Nnamdi Kanu on guarantorship so that he can be released, so that our people will now have peace. So that when anybody is doing ESN or doing IPOB of close down on Monday, close down on court day, we would then know that that person is a bandit. That what he's doing is banditry, terrorism, or even robbery.
If you were unable to convince President Buhari, who was your close friend,
Yes.
and with whom you worked for 8 years.
Yes.
How do you think you'd be able to convince?
Bola Tinubu, president, is also my friend. We have come a long way. We've come a long way. From AC. In fact, from 2003, when I was governor. I had known him when he was a senator.
And you're still close till this moment.
I'm friend, but I'm not a part of the government, so I don't go to Villa.
Why is that so?
No, I'm doing other things.
Well,
I've
you
been
still have
abroad. I just came back.
relationship with him.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm advising him that this is where my former boss failed, for reasons best known to him. You know, he's a soldier. So if this present president does that, it will have some good marks from the southeast.
You said Nnamdi Kanu is a political detainee and that he should be released in the spirit of unity and reconciliation. Even when you know that since the time of President Buhari has been saying this matter is in court. Let the judges, let the courts decide.
But you know, I know the Kanu has been there for so long. He's been to several courts on several occasions. They can't even agree on what to do. And between me and you, Dr. Abati, you're a lawyer. Justice delayed is justice denied. This man has been taken to various courts. They don't even know which charges to give him anymore. This man was abducted out of this country. The manner of abduction was in itself illegal. It's a shame. It's a shame that this country will be involved in a thing like that. But they did it. Okay, now you took that gentleman to court and he's been there for years. If you want to take him through justice, dispense justice with him, and then that's it. If you're going to jail him, jail him. If you're not going to jail him, let him go. What's the point of just keeping somebody there? And all of us Nigerians should be ashamed that we are being linked to this. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame that this is what we've turned this country to be. A Nigerian, a citizen, and you treat him like this in his own country. It's a shame. All progressive Nigerians should stand up and say this should stop. This shenanigans should stop. How long should we continue with this? If this man has committed an offense, sentence him. That's it. But if he hasn't, let him go. What is happening is wrong. It's wrong. To any right-thinking person, it is wrong. And Afenifere will continue to fight for whoever in such a position. That is what we are known for. We'll fight against.
Seriously, guys, like the way they're treating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's actually bad. It's uncalled for, like, to be honest. If they know that, oh, this man committed an offense, why don't they just jail him? And if he did not commit an offense, let them free him. They know that this man did not commit any offense. That's why it's so hard for them to jail him. They also know that they know that he's innocent, and they know the reason why they want to still keep him in detention, because they believe that, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has, if he's released, that all their whole secrets will be exposed. That is why you see they are still keeping him in detention. Because tell me, enough is enough. The way they're treating this man, it's so bad. The way they're treating him. The way they're treating him is not nice at all. This man did not commit any offense. Like, he didn't even commit any offense. Why are they still postponing? In fact, why are they postponing his court case? If you know he's guilty, tell him he's guilty. Even people that committed an offense that went to court. Yes, if I start to talk about the people who have been killing people that went to court, they took them to court. They've already concluded that those one's case already filed since. They've concluded their case, and the judge gives a sentence whether they're guilty or they're not. So why is the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's own taking so much time? Why is his own taking so much time? Even people that committed an offense, maybe let me say they committed an offense on January and they took them to court. Before you know, maybe 3 months, 4 months, they've already given their sentence. Maybe the judge will not decide if they are guilty or not. So why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's own taking so much time? This is to tell you that they're not making this man a political prisoner. It's not just like they know what is going on, they know why they're still keeping him in detention. That is what they're trying to tell us. Now, let's read someone's comment here. It says, whether they like it or not, victory is for Nnamdi Kanu, and no man or woman can stop it. Long live Nnamdi Kanu. To be honest, whether they like it or not, like I told you guys, they already know that he's innocent, and that's why it's so hard for them to jail him, and it's also so hard for them to release him, because they know that once they release him, every secret that they have on them will be exposed. Due to be exposed. You guys don't know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is just like a prophet being sent by God to liberate Nigerians. And the people who are in power have already seen that he has a greater power. And that's why they're trying every possible means, to bring him down. Another comment says, so bad. What are these people up to? To be honest, who knows what these people are up to? Like, what is going on? What do they want to do with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are they still postponing his? So he will not be in continuous detention again for another 2 months. These people don't have conscience at all. Though. The judge itself is saying he even opened up saying he wants to take a vacation. Like he's opening up to us, he wants to take a vacation with his family. So if he's in vacation with his family now, he'll be happy wherever he is. Like an innocent man that also has children, has not seen his children for so many years, and he's going on vacation. This is totally bad, honestly. This is totally bad. And all I can tell you guys is that no matter what they are planning, no matter what these people are planning against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he's going to be released. I'm telling you, he's going to be released. A man that you guys have kept in custody for 6 years or so. This judge does not even say, oh, let me release him, or, oh, I'm going on a vacation, let me round up this case. The shocking part of it was that when they concluded this case on June, yes, they concluded this case on June. Now, they said that they are going to adjust his case to July, which is today, 18 July. And I'm beginning to wonder, May, July till now, was it not enough for Justice Omotosho to decide on what to do to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or to decide on whether to approve it or not? So it was not enough for him, even after he heard what the Kenya court said. That was not enough for him, right? So they still went on. They still went on to keep him in continuous detention, asking that his case will be postponed to October 10, 2025, and the judge wants to take vacation. It's a shame. This is how terrible the Nigerian government is. This is how terrible it is. Something suspicious is going on between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that these people have not yet told us. They have not yet told us why they are still keeping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. These people have not yet told us what they want to do with him. Imagine, even after many people have been saying, oh, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even when the Kenya court said it, that in fact the Kenya court told the Nigerian government that his adoption was illegal, because of it they are going to be giving him a huge there was a amount that they called that they are going to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I think it's 119.5 billion. Now they said they are going to give the money to Mazi Nnamdi to compensate him for his the way they illegally adopted him from Kenya to Nigeria. As if the Justice Omotosho did not hear that one. Say that one was not enough to show, oh, this is enough evidence. Still, he's still keeping him in detention. Something was suspicious is going on. I'm telling you guys the next truth. Something suspicious is really going on. Many people have been saying, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Prophet Wole Soyinka also said, release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is going on? Even in court today, this is what happened. Okay, they said in court today, the presiding judge, Justice Omotosho, has recently arrived to oversee the court proceedings scheduled for today. The court was introduced to rise as Justice Omotosho takes his seat to commence the day's business. A court official has brought the matter forward, and both parties have been directed to make a formal introduction as required by the law. Now, the next thing that we heard is that he said that there was a tight strict security measures intensively as the court permits only 10 attendees for Nnamdi Kanu's trial assumption. Now, this was where people started suspecting what is going on. Only 10 attendees, like meaning that other people are not supposed to be allowed in court. Even Showere was not even allowed in court. He was banned. Honestly, they banned Showere from coming to court because Showere came to court, but they banned him. They told him not to enter, unlike before that he entered. Unlike before that he entered. This time around, this time around they banned him from entering the court. Like what is been happening? What is happening? What this for now making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be a political prisoner? Something that they must have concluded his case by now. If this man is innocent, set him free. If he's guilty of what they're accusing, then jail him. Why you guys keep that? Why you guys suffering this man for no just reason? This man has barely seen his family. This is like 6 years now. They're barely seen his family, but still, is that one is not even touching the Justice Motosho. He's still doing whatever he wants to do, saying he's going on a vacation. You go on a vacation, and a man who hasn't barely seen his family is in continuous detention without seeing his. In fact, the worst part, they restrict his movement. They restrict him from seeing his family, his friends, his lawyers, and in fact, his family. They restrict him. Sometimes this will even deny him medical health. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they deny him medical health, of course. They deny him medical health. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it in court the other time that sometimes these people even deny me my medical health services, and it's so bad. Many people have been asking for his release. Both Professor William saying have been saying, "Oh, they should release this man. This man has nothing to like. He didn't commit any offense. Self-determination is not an offense. The fact that you want freedom is not it has never been an offense. By the way, there have been so many people that have been released, many freedom agitators that have been released. It was the same Tinubu that released Metu Alali. So what is happening? Metu Alali, who was a very notorious terrorist, but what happened? He was released. So why is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's own like this? Why? Why is own like this? If to that, just tell me. If something is not fish, if something is not going on. Now, let me say this court section. This is everything that really happened in court section. Number one is in this dimension we'll be talking about evidence scrutiny. So physical inspection of DSS evidence contain and marks a rare transparent milestone. Transmitter allegation holds major weight, could link Kanu directly to broadcast mobilization effort. Justification implications. Kenya ruling act's complexity could impact admissibility of evidence or entire trial. No key space. Key turning point success could terminate trial before full prosecution. Witness shielding. Behind screen testimony highlights ongoing security concerns. Now, if you guys really want, I think that this thing that is happening now is going to make what happen in Nigeria, because the indigenous people of Biafra are not happy about what is going on. It's going to make what will just take place in Nigeria. Honestly, it's going to make what will take place, because if they keep on postponing this man's court case, you know that something is fishy, something is suspicious, and before you know it, that the indigenous people of Biafra will get angry, and it may cause war. So guys, I want to know your comments below. Tell me what you really think about today's court case, about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you think that Justice Omotosho, what he really did is good, or what he really did is nice? Because many people have been saying, oh, they should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So let me know your comments about this, about today's court case. Because Justice before Mazi Nnamdi Justice Omotosho told us before this 18 July that he's going to round up Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case, so that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can go and see his family. So what changed? What now happened? After, will I say, 1 month and some weeks, he came back to court, and all he's seen telling us is that that he wants to go on a vacation. What is happening? Now, let me highlight the court session for you guys. Self-representation emphasized. Kanu reiterated his decision to represent himself, asserting mistrust in his Nigerian legal system. He personally addressed procedural concerns and directed his legal team to focus on strategic submission. Trial within trial ruling recap. Justice Omotosho reaffirmed the May 29 trial within trial finding that Kanu was held in solitary conditions with minimal provisions water, fresh air, and that inaugurations were conducted under duress. Facts that could influence the admissibility of the statement. Now, focus on 7-count terrorism charge. The court reviewed the 7-count charge sheets, including allegations of what treasonable felon, threatening national security, and incitement. Defense counsel flagged that the prosecution evidence still lacked a direct linkage to this count. Court ordered what physical inspection. Justice Omotosho set a formal date, tentatively next week, for the court's visit to inspect the DSS facility storing key exhibits, transmitters, weapons, documentation, underscoring the court's hands on what security measures for witness protection. Several prosecution witnesses who testified from behind opaque screens protect their identities aimed at security concerns. This arrangement was confirmed and will continue in upcoming sections. So defense objects to evidence handling. Defense objected to the chain of custody certifications for electronic evidence, transmitter, video, flash drives. They highlighted the description in labeling, documentation, and witness of identity. Court reserved ruling on these challenges. Written submission and hearing timeline. Defense must find no case written submission by August 1, 2025. That is what they said. That this is what is going to be happening in August concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu case. I want you guys to listen carefully. They said written submission and hearing timeline. They said that the defense must file no case written submission by August 1st, 2025. Prosecution's response due 2 weeks later. Next status hearing tentatively scheduled for first week of August. So, public exclusion and space constraint. Judge reiterated space constraint reasoning for excluding was public and media. Defense lawyers renewed calls for transparency and public access, citing what constitutional rights. Now, Justice Omotosho acknowledged heightened international attention following the Kenya redemption ruling. He emphasized careful adherence to procedure to maintain Nigeria's judicial reputation. Now, video footage shows where Kanu was greeting a small group of supporters inside the court. He appeared composed and steady, reinforcing a calm nature under the pressure and everything. Now, why does all these things matter? Self-representation amplifies Kanu's courtroom presence and his ability to challenge evidence directly. Trial within trial precedent could nullify statements obtained under duress. Physical inspection and chain of custody challenges aim to undermine prosecution's keyword evidence. International legal context injects additional pressure on Nigeria's judiciary to uphold constitutionalism and due process. Now, you can see that there was this calm nature when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appeared. The court was so calm as he was saying greeting. People were calling him Oyendu, which is our leader, because they have already known that this man is a prophet that was sent by God to liberate Nigeria. But the bad people in this country has refused to let him go. So let's take some comments here. Okay, someone said Nigeria is calling for war. Honestly, Nigeria is really calling for war. I won't lie about that. They're calling for, because the way they keep detaining this man, it shows that they want war to happen in Nigeria. Because the indigenous people of Biafra, they are not happy about what is going on. Now, someone said, Anozie Andrew says freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is agitating for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is saying they should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They should free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is actually what is going to take place. I'm telling you guys the honest truth. Whether they like it or not, whether the Nigerian government like it or not, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed. He's going to be free, so they can do anything they want to do. It's like let them manipulate whatever they want to manipulate. All we know that the man is innocent, and many people are saying that he's innocent, both in UK, both in everywhere. They're already saying that he's innocent. So all these things they are trying to do is just how to see if they're going to jail this man, but it's not going to be possible, because we already know the truth. We already know that this man is innocent, and very soon he's be released. So guys, I will show you guys a video footage of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he arrived court, and you see the way he was calm, and the people were greeting and respecting him. That's to show you the kind of person Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. This man, is a man that is respected by all, whether you like it or not. Guys, just watch this video and I'll be right back.
Hey, Prince.
Yes.
Can't see the face, so.
How are you? You take care. You drink it. I do police onye ndu your faith has been blessed.
Prince, come on, make a cup.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. You get us.
Sorry.
I love you, brother. Okay.
A picture of where
No one.
he said
Okay.
So you guys saw that, right? You guys saw the way the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was, respected by everybody in court today. You guys even heard when they called him Onyendo, like to show you that this man is a man. Like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have one problem. All he wants is for the freedom of the indigenous. If he wants freedom for the Igbos, that is everything that he's fighting for. Anyway, guys, that's all we have for today. Let me know your thoughts below. And also, if you know you're new to this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button, like and share, turn on the notification bell to get all the latest news in this channel. So guys, thanks for watching and see you guys again in my next live section.